Hello, everyone, and welcome to Audience 101. This week, we're going to discuss the power of event content. We'll take a look at why creating event content is so important to being successful as a media company in ticketing, event content best practices, and how to use ticketing and event content to upsell your current and future partners. So, why is event content so important to being successful in ticketing? While there are a ton of reasons creating this type of content can be beneficial to you, there's one main reason why it will determine your success in ticketing. Event content and your access to a local audience is your main differentiator in this business. This is what sets your ticketing platform apart from national ticketing companies like Eventbrite or Brown Paper Tickets. Access to your local audience is why event creators will choose your ticketing portal over these other national companies time and time again. The key is giving them this access in a way that is obvious and marketable to them through event content and by using a content plan that's laid out for them and easy to see. Creating event content also gives you the opportunity to build relationships with the members of your community who are creating these big local events. You build these types of relationships through working towards a mutual goal to sell more tickets. When you create content, you always want to share it with the event creator. In turn, this results in that person sharing your content across their social platforms or website and creating an overall sense of loyalty to your media company. When event creators can see that you're putting in effort to get their tickets sold, it goes a very long way. The last piece of the why is a bit more obvious. You can create event content to sell more tickets and attract more event creators. The more you put your ticketed events out into your media company via social media or print or newsletters, the more tickets you will sell and the more event creators will want to work with you. If you're actively helping event creators get more butts and seats, you'll attract other event creators that will want those same results. In that same note, if you're presenting your media company as the go-to spot for things to do on any night of the week, ticket buyers and the local community will start to turn to you as that resource, boosting your audience reach and expanding your presence in the community. Now that we've gone over the why, let's talk about the how. How will you decide what event content to produce? How will you communicate these processes to your team? And how will you market these plans to help you attract bigger and better event creators over the years? This is where creating a content plan comes into play. Creating a standardized content plan will help you market the plan and use it as a sales tool to attract new event creators. Having a plan in place will help your team follow through with commitments, and having a plan in place will also help your readers to start to count on your media company as the place to go and see what's happening in their community. They will look to you as the go-to resource for fun and happening events. Here are a few examples of the event content that some of our partners have produced. Of course, these examples could be endless, so if you'd like more, feel free to reach out to me at sarah@evvnt.com. I'm happy to pass more along. Creating event content will not only help you do the obvious of selling more tickets, it will also open the doors for you to upsell your current event creators, working towards the same goal of selling more tickets. When you're working closely with event creators to sell more tickets, you have the chance to sell more advertising in the process. The content plan is meant to be a starting point. You don't want to cannibalize your current advertising sales to get ticket sales. You want the two to work side by side. This is why we highly recommend adding ticketing newsletters and ticket buyer emails that you have access to through your ticketing platform as the subscribers for those emails. You can use these newsletters as a place to offer free promotions, but also build on top of the freebies to make additional revenue. For example, in the middle here is the TicketWire newsletter that many of our partners use. You'll see there are a couple featured events and then a few smaller spots below. You could offer one free placement in these to event creators that are ticketing with you and then sell additional spaces on top of that. The next type of newsletter that I want to just show you briefly is on the left. This is the ticket alert. This newsletter has one featured event that can go out daily. Let's say, for example, you have a large event coming up next weekend. They have about half of their tickets sold. Your ticketing salesperson can now call up this person that they have a relationship with through ticketing and sell them ad space based on the insider knowledge that they still have a ton of tickets left to sell. These newsletters work great as incentive for event creators to use your ticketing site, as this is an exclusive opportunity for them. If they're not ticketing through your platform, they simply can't be a part of the ticketing newsletter. The opportunity also exists for you to take your relationships with your current advertisers and offer them the ability to work closer with you through ticketing. When you put together a plan that works outside of the typical print advertisements and offers exclusive opportunities, it starts to make it a very attractive offer. If anyone would like help putting together a content plan, I urge you to reach out to me at sarah@evvnt.com or check out the resources we put together for you in the ticketing knowledge base under your content toolkit. Also, stay tuned for our next webinar, Creating Your Content Plan. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you next time.